Okay, so we're back on Maisy. Today seems to be well, it's National Maisy Day. Right, it is National Maisy Day. We mentioned that earlier. Now, Maisy has gotten a bad rap with me, and I understand how that happened. She's a highly sensitive, highly intuitive creature, okay? So when I adopted her, I took her out of the arms of a girl that you could see they really loved each other. This girl saved her from a dumpster in Manhattan on Bleecker Street, right on the block where we used to play Kenny's Castaways, right over there. That's where Maisy was found in a dumpster as a very tiny kitten. So this girl fostered her until she could find a home for her. And that home is here. But Maisy never really got over that. And I started to realize that not too long ago, and I've had Maisy many, like 15, 20, 16 years old, I think she is. But again, I can't keep track because Maisy has gotten lost in the shuffle with me. Everyone else's age, I kind of know, but not really, Lena. You were mostly on top of Bill, and even then, it's hard. Well, you let me off easy. But anyway, this poor cat, she went from this very loving home to our home, which she absolutely loves. But I think she's always wondered what happened to that girl. Little blonde girl that they just were very attached. You could just see. The girl had done a nice job saving this kitten. So Maisy's leaving now. You don't want to talk about it, Maisy? So she's splitting, but she wants you to concentrate on the story at hand. Right. So then Maisy started acting up really bad. She was a good girl until pretty recently, like when I had my fall. She always could be kind of annoying. She was always looking for negative attention in weird ways. But I understand that because she was in competition. She had a lot of competition in this house. And she was like right in the middle of everything. And she was like me, like the middle child, growing up. Christopher, too, was a middle child. Yes, that's true. And I did feel like I was, I don't know. What are we talking about? All right, well, I'm not quite sure. Let's see where it goes. All right, so Maisy would get me upset because when I was in my wheelchair or she'd be racing around the room and knocking things down around me and like really getting me upset because it would be like, why are you fucking doing this, Maisy? You fucking bitch, right? And I just began to address her that way. All the time. And animals know when you're not being entirely nice to them. They know very well. So she, in turn, was not very nice to me. And the situation just got worse and worse and worse over time. And then it did an abrupt switch when Billy died. When Billy got sick, real bad, like really only the last couple of weeks of her life did she start sinking real fast. Maisy was absolutely devastated. She was coming in here all the time looking at me like, you please, Mommy, you help her. Help Billy. And I said, I'm doing my best. We're going to put her down. We're not going to let her suffer anymore. Don't worry, Maisy. So then Billy was taken to the vet by Chris, and she was euthanized. And it was a big relief to me because, you never want them to suffer like that. And her life was wonderful. And I wanted her to go out in a very classy way. And she did. And then Maisy started really shifting and changing and realizing that she was now an elder. She's the elder in the house. She was the baby. for a long time. And then suddenly it just all shifted. And even all the strays that have come in since then, Maggie, Baba, Bunny, they're all younger than her. And she's like the scrappy little old lady who is becoming very sweet now. The dynamic has shifted and we understand each other again. We did understand each other when she was younger. She understood that I brought her in to be a companion. Hey, Maisy. A companion to Billy. And she was happy to do that. And she loved Billy. But then as the years go by, you can't help but wondering, if you're Maisy, well, where am I in all this, though? And if Billy dies now, which you could see her mind working, what is this about? If Billy dies, who am I? I was always Billy's companion. What do you think about all that, John? I think they're very astute observations, and I would ask you now, where do you see your relationship with Maisy headed now? Well, I want her to forgive me. She does forgive you, Lena. And she is a cunt. She really gave you hell. But when she was giving you hell, you should know something. That was her way of trying to get you up out of that chair. She was very angry at you for being disabled because she knew that it was serious. You were in the hospital for a couple of weeks. You were just plain gone. So she was very angry when you came back because she was like, what in fuck in hell was that all about? You just leave now? Right. Animals, they get it, but they don't. And all they know is if you're there or if you're not. And if you're not, then you abandon them. And then they don't trust you. They always try to trust you again. But animals, smart ones like her, you have to rebuild the trust. And yeah, some of them are real smart. I could tell you something right now. The same way I told you the other day that Bunny was a child of yours in a past life, Maisy was too. She was a very, very headstrong daughter. And yes, she chose to come back in this life as your pet. Because you used to call her your pet. Yours was such a close relationship. And she, like Bunny, said, well, I do want to come back as an animal in her life. I want to try it out, and I do love cats. So let me be a cat for one of my lifetimes, and let me be Lena's cat, because no one will have it better. No one will have it better than an animal of hers. But look what she found out. What did she find out? That I'm a terrible mother. No. She found out that she can't pull shit with you the same way she never could. But when you reach an understanding, you become her pet again. And that was very much a similar dynamic you had when she was your daughter. And her name was Patrice. Patrice, yes. One of our French incarnations. That is correct. That is correct. So Maisy was my little girl. Yeah, I've always called her my little girl. Yeah, little one. So the cat's out of the bag, you see. Yes, she left the box. As soon as we started this thing, she got a little camera shy. Yeah. Now she'll be back. But as you notice, she's been sleeping next to you every night now since pretty long while now, since Billy's gone in August. Maisy's been there for at least a month, right? Yeah, she's back on the bed. She never tries to lay in the spot that Billy was at. Not that there's much room, but if she wanted to, she could snuggle over there. Easily. There's pillows and stuff. She stays on her side. this side of the room. Well, she's honoring Billy and Billy's energy. To her, that will also always be Billy's spot. You notice nobody really tries to take that spot over anymore. Not really. Bunny tried it for a couple of days, and then he said, that's not for me, right? Billy belongs there, not me. So cats are really, really smart. Yeah. And they don't always give you another chance either. That's a little bit different than a dog. You know, once you fuck around with a cat a little bit too much, they won't come around. Really, they won't. So you never did anything too bad to that cat, but you did let her know that you were the boss. And that's okay. She needed to know that. She was behaving dangerously. Yeah, a couple of times I even said to Chris, put this cat outside. I've never done that with an animal of mine. Just stick her out in the hallway. If it was the winter, stick her out in the hallway and leave her out there for 10 minutes because she's insane. And she would come back okay. Sometimes, a couple of times, I spritzed her face with water to like snap her out of it. Yeah, she was very angry. She was throwing a tantrum. You're absolutely right. And you had to literally like smack her in the face, like the equivalent of wake up, you know, and you spritz her with a little water. Yeah, she got insulted, but she snapped out of it. Yeah, she's a real trip, that cat. Hi, Bowie. Hello. Yeah, well, I love her, and she's actually my favorite. I mean, it's hard to say who's a favorite because they're all so lovely. Your creatures that you raise are so very lovely. And all so extraordinarily bright and well-loved. But I loved Maisy from the beginning. And I have kind of given you hell for picking on her a little bit. You have given me hell. Buster Poindexter has given me hell. You hate that cat. That's one of the old videos. You hate that cat. I do not hate that cat. I will be the cat. Someone else can be the dog. I will be the cat. Anyway, it's nice and things are going good. So I'm very happy to have my little Maisy, my little pet back, my little Petunia, my little Patrice. Anyway, Grubhub. Fucking Grubhub. I know. It's really great. You know, I started using Grubhub 2 months ago when I found out that you could get sushi with Grubhub. I had not ordered anything food online, you know, before that. Well, the restaurant that they recommended and the service and the food were so extraordinarily fresh and delicious, and it was such a well-run operation that I decided to explore Grubhub's site today. And I said, you know what? Fish tacos. That's something you don't always see. Let's see if they have fish tacos. Sure enough, in the area, like a half an hour from here, less, I don't know, fish tacos at this, why can't I remember the name of the restaurant? I don't, Elaine's? No, not Elaine. Elaine's? No, oh, for Christ's sake. Anyway, I'll remember it. So we ordered white fish tacos, white fillet, whatever that. It's usually, I'm sure it'll be good. I just know it will because this restaurant got 5 stars and everybody who reviewed it, you read all the reviews and you're like, you know, the drool is hanging out of your mouth. Like, ooh, fish taco. So we got some fish tacos coming. And I said to, you know, I said to Chris, you know, was he interested in ordering some, he was like, nah. Then I look down the menu and I see there is also, from the same restaurant, falafel and vegetarian platters. And I was like, oh, he's going to want this. So Yes, Chris changed his mind, and now we also ordered. We ordered for a couple of days. Me and John, anyway. I don't know. Chris might eat all of his tonight. It's like wouldn't be that big a deal, but falafel platter with all the trimmings, olives, and just whatever the fuck they give you with the falafel. I don't want mine on pita bread. I think mine will come with pita bread on the side, but I do like falafel with tomato and the cilantro sauce. Oh my God, I'm drooling. So I have a falafel platter and fish tacos coming. We, Mr. Hungry. And Chris got some kind of falafel, also like a combo platter, but his has got brown rice and lentil soup and all kinds of veggies on the side, like fresh veggies around the plate. It looks really good. The picture looks great. And the description looks great. But the fish taco also looks, I just can't wait. Mm-hmm. Well, if you wanted to show it on film, you could no, I'm not going to do that. Why not? Because I don't have any fancy plates, and why can't you just throw it in a bowl and put it on camera? Because it's stupid. I don't like doing that. You don't? No. You know how many people online are like, look at my food. What is that? I don't know. Aren't they crazy with that? Yeah. Look at the food that I am eating. I am about to eat this food. Hey, man. Maisy, come here. Are you going to have... Oh, she's going in her box. Oh, she's so excited. Are you going to eat your fish taco? I'm going to give you some fish taco, man. Oh, what, has she got a flea? She runs like that when something has bitten her. Say, Chris, we got to put a little bit of that powder on Maisy, that diatomaceous. And while she's sitting in her box, it's probably a good idea just to give her a little dusting. See, Maisy? That's what's going to happen to you in that box. You're going to get dusted. Busted and dusted and disgusted. You know what? She loves sitting there, I think, John, because your picture is there. I know. And you're just like right there over her shoulder. She loves that box. Yeah. I am going to put a little rubber mat underneath it, though, so it doesn't skid off when she jumps up there. Because sometimes she flies around this room. And she doesn't always do it when she's being a bitch. She does it because it's fun. She's really fast. She's really wiry. She jumps all the way up there, like at the top of those bookshelves up there. She jumps like to the skinniest one. She can squeeze under there. And it's amazing. She doesn't knock anything down. She flies around like a fucking spider monkey all over the fucking house. Right, Chris? Yes. That's what Maisy does. And she's no youngster. She's an old lady. She says, who you calling old lady? Yeah, I know. I love you, Bobby, but I got a flea. Yeah, she's scratching away. Yeah, she needs just a little of that stuff by her neck. She's going nuts. Chris, you gotta help. He don't want to help. I have some of that powder in here. I could maybe toss it across the room at her. Oh, well. Anyway, tell him what the powder is. It's diatomaceous earth. It's not flea powder per se. It's not chemical. Look it up, diatomaceous earth. You can use that for a million things. You can eat it. You can actually mix it in with your food, and it will clean out your intestines. John, let's do that. Let's take some. Really? Yeah, let's mix it in with our other stuff. All right, we're going to start eating dirt again. I used to do that, and it does. It polishes your intestines. It's really very weird. It doesn't give you the runs or anything. It's hard to explain. But anyway, it kills you if you put it down on the floor. If you have ants, those ants will be dead in a second. And it's completely chemical free. It's natural earth. It's very powdery. And you just dust your cats a little bit. And if they're having a flea issue, like Maisy seems to have a little bit of a flea issue here, it immediately gives them relief and the fleas drop dead. They can't breathe. There's something that diatomaceous earth is like, it's intense. I gotta say one thing too. When one cat has fleas in your house, they don't all get them. No, that's true. When one cat has fleas, that doesn't necessarily mean they all get them. That's a myth. It doesn't happen that way. Yeah. Happens that way a lot, though. Yeah, but they don't always necessarily. I know that's true. Why is that? Skin types. Certain fleas are attracted to certain sebaceous fluid, Well, Maisy seems to really attract them, so. Plus, she goes in and out, so. Is she the only? No. Everyone goes outside now except for Maggie. Right, we only have one indoor cat, and she has no interest whatsoever. These guys, Bunny, Baba, and Maisy all go outside and come back in, as you can see, because look at what she's got going there. Why are you going to go away from that? You got that nice fucking box there. Shut up. Just shut the fuck up.